on the road to Syria. It's not a place where you want to take a wrong turn.
If you watch the news, you understand the religious persecution is a major problem in countries around the world.
In planning for this, I received an email wherein I was referred to as a known high-value target. I'm flattered. It's more dangerous today than it was 2 months ago. Multiple deadly bombings in the last month.
I would argue it's good policy that every person has the right to live in the land where they were born and practice the faith in their heart without fear.
Amnesty International accuses Taliban forces of torturing and killing 9 men from Afghanistan's Hazara minority.
Without the need to move.
Nearly 600,000 Rohingya have crossed the border with limited food and water.
Leading human rights groups say what's going on in Nigeria to Christians is a genocide.
Without the condemnation of others who may not share their opinions.
Another disturbing story. A pregnant Jewish woman has just been assaulted in London.
I believe that there is a role for people of faith to create governments, but there is never a role for government to create people of faith.
American Congressman Thomas Garrett, who travelled alone to Sudan, is being credited with securing the release of the imprisoned Christians.
I studied history and education in university. I served 6 years in the United States Army, served as a member of Congress in the United States.
So these guys have been here 6 years. So you remember your home and you miss your home. So why does he have to come here?
Because ISIS.
Shot fired. We're going to move out of here and try not to set any bombs off and remember what we've seen so that the world doesn't forget. The scale of it all the way across the horizon. And it was done totally intentionally as an act of war, not against soldiers, but against people. So the stadium here was a place where people were brought to be tortured, to be murdered for the amusement of some, for the indoctrination and intimidation of others. Between Iraq and Syria, 3.5 million Christians in 2003, and maybe 400,000 remaining today.
Maybe in a few years, there is no Christianity anymore here.
They just found a mass grave this past week, 300 people, 200 people, and the bodies tell the stories of the brutality. Muhammad has the record for the most times being shot. He's got 9 lives and we're down to 3. I'm not leaving my friends at a border crossing. They used to take people who weren't obedient, cage them here, and put their loved one's head in the cage with them. Use people as target practice. I can't even wrap my brain around the idea that the place where I grew up might have become a scene of horror. I don't have fear, I have hope.